Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to finally show you how Shang Tsung looks like in action in MK11. This is day one, sort of a basic breakdown of this character, in which I'm going to mostly show you his first variation, tournament variation of course, called Fire and Brimstone. Here are some of his normals, okay. His jump punches are not the best, but his sweep, as you see here, is very unique and very like unusual animation for a sweep. It almost looks like Kitana's fan sweep, but it's longer, okay. These normals are pretty far-reaching. This is his normal 3 and his normal 4. Both of these kicks are very far-reaching and can be comboed into the eruption, okay. His back one can be comboed into eruption or into another string, that is this kick with high hop, and another kick with the low sweep that you're going to see a little bit further. Okay, this is done with back 2, and you can do the rest of this string individually without actually hitting the opponent. It's very interesting. His in-place short hops hits are not that great in my opinion. I don't have any particular opinion on this. His throws are okay-ish, I guess. It puts the opponent in a full screen in both his animations, the forward and the back throw. The back throw has a crushing blow in a certain situation that you're gonna see later, and this is the soul steal, okay. As you can see, it's pretty far reaching and you can change into the opponent if you do that, if you are able to hit it. And of course, if you are able to play the other character, it might be beneficial for you. Here are some strings with the fireball, okay. This is done with back, forward and 4. This doesn't have any amplified version and is unsafe, it's -17. And yeah, the ground eruption, if you amplify it, you can do some air combos, of course. This is done with down, forward and 3, okay. This is like a falling corpse that is an overhead, and it can be comboed into some strings that leave the opponent into a standing position, okay. That's pretty interesting and probably can be used to pressure the opponent in some situations. You can also of course amplify it and like take more damage. But yeah, from these strings with forward 2-4 and just 2-1, you can like throw some corpse into a pressure and the opponent will remain standing, okay. Here is that back 2 string that I was telling you about, okay. You can also combo it with the falling corpse and with the other stuff, but if you continue the string on your own, you can like use it as a form of a projectile, okay. Overall, most of Shang Tsung's normals are not amazing, but they're not too bad either. He has something like the Aaron Black's boot, but you're going to see that a little bit later. Just remember that with back 3 you have a combo starter, low combo starter, okay. Okay, so here again his long reaching kicks that he can use to combo into eruption, into the Soul Slide or whatever the hell it's called. Sorry, I don't remember the names yet. You can amplify this like fireball 2 times, almost like Liu Kang's, I believe. Okay, this is done with just 2-1, and then you can do up 2, down 2. If you do it fast, you can do the animation without actually having to hit the opponent. Once again, like back 2, 1-1, 2, okay. The second, the combo with the fireballs doesn't have that big of a reach, and it's kind of hard to do in like air combos and stuff because you have to be very precise with the inputs. You don't have enough time to do it properly. You have to commit and do both up 2 and down 2 in order for animation to occur, okay? This is back 1, down 4, and this is back 1, up 4, okay? You can also combo that into the eruption. Overall, the first variation is amazing. This is the finisher of that string earlier. The first variation is amazing because with the eruption you can do air combos, okay? In the second variation, unfortunately, you don't have any reliable stuns and launchers there. Okay, now let's talk about his crushing blows. If you do a soul steal and you get out of the soul steal animation and then you do the back throw, you get a crushing blow that launches the opponent, okay? This is the only crushing blow that has a launcher in it. And here if you hit the opponent with the third fireball only, you get the launcher. This crushing blow occurs when you punish the opponent with forward 2, 4, 3, okay? Or if you do it on counter hit, but I'm not 100% sure. This is only forward and 4, okay? This move is safe on block, it's +4 actually. And if the opponent tries to back roll, you can catch him with a crushing blow. Also, the crushing blow here appears to occur also when you hit the opponent with a counter hit with the forward 4. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the crushing blows. They are not great, not terrible either, as they say in the Chernobyl HBO show. You cannot combo into crushing blows, so yeah, you have to keep that in mind. His uppercut is almost like Cassie Cage and Sonya, I think, nothing special about it. But this move is pretty good. This is forward 3, it's unsafe, but it's an overhead, okay? And it almost looks like the forward 4 animation, so you can probably do some mix-up with it. I don't know yet, I haven't played a single match with Shang Tsung so far. But he looks like a super interesting character overall. Okay, now let's see his second variation. This is your special move into a combo starter, okay? You don't have the corpse here. With down, forward and 3 you have this soul throwing move that when amplified it leads to a stun and you can do combo after it, but you cannot combo into that, okay? And that's pretty unfortunate. This is his a projectile from afar, and this is another like move that he has that you can use to like gain a little bit of life, okay? So the fact that you don't have the eruption in this variation changes a lot of things. You have better zoning tools here, but like you sacrifice, I think, a lot of damage. Also because you don't have the fireballs that can be amplified twice. You don't have the crushing blow with the fireballs when the third fireball hits with 2 amplifiers. So yeah, that's another downside to this variation. You do this with down, back and 2, and it works, I think, like the totem of Kotal Khan. Like if you do a lot of damage to the opponent for about 10 seconds, and then you can absorb it and regain life. Here is the thing though, if you put on the orb and you do a crushing blow, the orb disappears for some reason. I don't know why that is, but it disappears and you don't have it yet and you cannot absorb it. So this is something to keep in mind if you want to play his Soul Taker variation. You don't have the eruption, but you have this like diagonal projectile, like Cetrions, and you can use it to combo, but you cannot do a launcher from it or any like super big damage, and you also cannot like change its direction. His fire projectile, his normal and amplified form is pretty good, but yeah, this is an interesting move, by the way. I think this absorbs projectiles or something, but again, you cannot combo from down forward and 3. Okay, here is something interesting that I wanted to show you. If you do back 2, if the opponent tries to cross you, you can like hit him from behind. It's a very interesting situation that needs to be explored. But yeah, overall Shang Tsung is a pretty fun character. Of course, because of his Soul Steel special move, you can transform into another character and then play essentially a mirror match for a while. This is a pretty unique mechanic that was first introduced in the Mortal Kombat franchise, I think in '95. I can't remember where the console version came out, but in Mortal Kombat 3, Shang Tsung was playable. This was the first game in which Shang Tsung was playable, and there you had the ability to change into another character with the manual command without having to like hit him with a special move or something. And then you were able to do like combos with the other character, then transform back into Shang Tsung and do some kind of a finisher to the combo or something like that. Here I don't believe that you're going to be able to do this insane stuff like this, but being able to change into the other character is pretty unique, I think. And if you really can play the opponent's character, that can really throw him off, but at the same time it can throw you off as well. So you have to be careful about it. Okay guys, thanks for watching this video. In the next video I'm going to show you just some basic combos for Shang Tsung in MK11. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Please subscribe to the channel and give it a like if you like what you see here. Thanks, and we will meet again very soon. Bye!